Let's review the LEGO Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. Numbered 75383, this set was released with the 2024 May 1st wave of sets and retails for $90 Australian dollars or $70 US. This set is for ages 9 plus and has 640 pieces including 4 figures. Make sure to watch to the end of the video to see this set to scale with other LEGO sets. This is LEGO's 5th iteration of the Sith Infiltrator and it is set to retire sometime within mid to late 2025. Taking a look at the box art, you have the Sith Infiltrator in flight mode on Tatooine. The box art certainly isn't the best we've seen. I wouldn't say it's bad, but the colours clash. The blue box art colour is fine here, celebrating the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. The top of the box has the Darth Maul minifigure to scale, as well as a sticker celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. The back of the box shows the Sith Infiltrator landed with Darth Maul attacking Qui-Gon and Anakin. Along with play features we'll be taking a good look at when we have the ship built in hand. This set's box size matches other $90 sets, so it does make this set's price feel justified. Opening up the box, we have bags numbered 1 to 7, along with a typical instruction manual with a scannable QR code for insider points. Although notably, there's no advertisements for other sets at the back. No stickers in this set, which will make it a pleasant building experience. In case you were wondering, the first bag has Darth Maul, the third bag has Qui-Gon Jinn, the fifth bag has Anakin Skywalker, and the seventh bag has Saw Garrera. Let's take a look at these figures. Getting into the figures, the selection is good, with the necessities like Qui-Gon, Darth Maul, and Anakin. Saw Garrera makes a great celebratory 4th figure, but that still doesn't seem like enough figures for a $90 set. When compared to the amount of figures in the Tantive hallway, this set certainly falls behind. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at the figure's individual quality. Starting with Darth Maul, this is certainly the most controversial figure in this set, due to its omission of pupils. LEGO has declared they are now removing pupils from figures with coloured eyes, such as Palpatine or Ezra. This move by LEGO hasn't been well received and I can understand why. Darth Maul looks worse than the Maul figures we've seen in the past, although I wouldn't say it's that bad. Other than that, this is your standard Darth Maul. No hood or cape, but with the accurate black robes we see him wear in the Phantom Menace. He does have his saber staff accessory, which is nice, and this figure is unique to the set. Next up is Qui-Gon Jinn, who is also unique to this set. This figure has an accurate hairpiece and dual-sided head print. One side angry, the other happy. Best part of this figure has got to be the poncho. It's made of a nice soft material and looks awesome on this figure. It does block the torso's front and back print, which is a downside. Qui-Gon also comes with his green lightsaber. Only part where this figure falls back is the legs, where the tan colour is very washed out. The more and more I see it, the worse it looks. Other than that, a great figure. Here we have young Anakin, a pretty basic figure with nothing that special. That being said, he is somehow unique to this set. He has a surprised face as well as a happy face, a basic print for the front and back of the torso, with some pouches at the back. I don't like how the short legs never get any prints, but at least this figure has the correct colour for its legs. This figure doesn't have any accessories. Finally, this set includes the exclusive Saw Garrera, an overdue figure in LEGO Star Wars, but certainly a welcome one. This figure comes with a 25th anniversary stand and bow staff accessory. Moving that out of the way, we can take in the detail on this figure. From top to bottom, this figure is really cool. The colour of this figure is a bit too green. Saw Garrera isn't this green, as you can see from source material. Nonetheless, an amazing figure with an accurate hairpiece, dual-sided face print, both of which capturing the character really well. This figure also has a super accurate cape, the right shape and print. Only problem is it does sit well behind the figure due to the bulky armour piece. The armour piece is great, having a different print on each shoulder as well as a print on the front that matches the torso print. Finally, at the legs of this figure, there's a good bit of detail and LEGO printed on his prosthetic leg. I love this figure, it's incredibly detailed and accurate, besides the earth green colour. An awesome 25th anniversary figure, cementing this figure as being only purchasable in this set. This set also has 3 probe droids if you'd like to count them as figures. They're pretty basic and brick built, so not really anything special here. The figures are all decent, a good selection, but another figure feels needed in a set like this. A Padme or Captain Panaka would have made this set's figure selection feel more justified for the price. Overall, a great selection of figures, but the quantity is pushing it back. Let's get into the build. The building experience is overall pretty good. There are no stickers, which is amazing. It's a fairly simple build and was fun to put together. Starting with this Bloodfin Speeder side build, it's a neat little build that Darth Maul can sit on despite the lack of studs. The only point of connection is in the hands, and I can't get my Darth Maul to sit correctly due to this. This speeder has an odd colour design with this random gold piece thrown on. It does look quite messy. Now for the main build, the Sith Infiltrator. At first glance, this build looks really cool. I've always thought the Sith Infiltrator has a menacing TIE fighter vibe due to the circular cockpit and side wings, that are pretty close to being the same. The colour design is very cool, with the pops of red amongst the black and grey design. Going in depth, from front to back with aesthetics, the front section looks very sleek until you get to this inaccurate bump here. This bump takes away from the aesthetic. It looks okay from above, but from the side it's pretty distracting. Underneath the build you have these red and green lights, reminiscent of aeroplane lights, a funny detail. Moving towards the back, there's a bit of greebling detail made with binoculars and ingot pieces, which is a good bit of detail but looks a little messy. Moving up the back, it's very tiled off. The red really pops at the back and looks quite nice. There's green thrust hidden underneath these grille slopes, which I love. The shape of the cockpit is really nice. It's circular but also bends smoothly into the rest of the ship. A very cool and smooth back section, although these quarter circles seem a bit too large and poke out. Finally at the wings, they look good. The roller skates are a great part usage, which I think works really well. Again, going from the front to the back of the build, this time with play features, you might have spotted the spring-loaded shooters earlier. They are integrated and hidden into the build so well. To shoot them off, all you have to do is push down on these grey ingot pieces, which shoots them out of the front. There's retractable landing gear, which is definitely needed, although the ship will still lean forwards. I guess you could position the landing gear like a ballet dancer in order to get it right, but it looks a little silly. Remember those probe droids from earlier? You can actually chuck them in this middle section here, a great storage compartment. But that's not it. When you pull this 2x1 back, it opens this hatch, deploying the probe droids. To put the hatch back, all you need to do is pull the same piece back and push the hatch in. An awesome and unique play feature you won't be seeing in any of the previous Sith Infiltrators. This probe droid feature is cool, but this is the reason why there's the bump, which takes away from the aesthetic. This amazing play feature comes at a cost. The wings do move. There's landed position, where they're pushed as close to the cockpit as possible, and to put the ship into flight mode, you just fold them out. Really easy. I find the best way to hold the Infiltrator is to hold it like a TIE fighter, from the cockpit. In doing so, this ship is exceptionally swooshable. Only problem is the probe droids jostling around when you move the build. Finally, the cockpit can open up. Most times when doing this, these pieces fall off on either side due to the connection being weak. In the cockpit, there are 2 clips for Darth Maul's saber staff and a control panel. You're probably wondering how Darth Maul sits in here. Well, he actually goes in with his whole speeder. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Although the speeder was probably shrunk in order to fit into the cockpit. Closing up the cockpit, Darth Maul and the speeder fit in very snugly. It's a very satisfying fit. And that's the aesthetic and play features. Comparing this build to other LEGO Star Wars sets, you can get an idea of the scale of this set. Here it is next to the Tantive hallway, TIE Interceptor, Tri-Droid, and Darth Vader mech. The size of this build is about what you'd expect for a set at this price point, if not a bit smaller. And that's the build. Altogether, an aesthetically pleasing model with some impressive play features. I think this build is formidable when being compared to previous Sith Infiltrators. That is, not taking into account the size of the model. In the end, this set has its highlights, like the Saw Garrera figure, and build that beats other Star Wars sets of late that are more just landscape. This set is definitely worth picking up. The only thing that should be holding you back from buying this set is either the hit it will take to your wallet, or if you already own a Sith Infiltrator. I would certainly recommend getting this set when on sale. I picked this set up with double VIP points, and I believe a deal like this is worth it. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Now's the time to like and subscribe. This set turned out pretty well. Another figure would have made me content. Leave a comment on your thoughts about this set. Follow us on Instagram for the latest LEGO news and channel insight. And I'll catch you in the next video.